All right, so again, what we've been mostly talking about here is solids and liquids. So again, we have some kind of liquid. We take some kind of solid, right? Maybe this is sugar or salt. We toss it in there. And it makes some kind of homogeneous solution, right? It evenly disperses in there. So it makes some kind of homogeneous solution. But if we think about what's going on in a molecular level, sugar and salt are actually going to be quite different from one another. So for example, if we have salt, something like sodium chloride, this is an ionic compound. Versus something like sugar, such as C6H12O6. This is a molecular compound, right? So it does not form these charges. And so when we dissolve these two in water, we actually get two different situations. In the ionic compound, the ions will separate from one another. And so inside of this solution, we have charged particles. And this is what's known as an electrolyte or an electrolytic solution. And it forms charges, right? The reason that it's called electrolyte is because it'll conduct electricity. Electricity is the movement of the flow of charge. And so you need charge. And you can see we have charge here. So this one would conduct electricity. Something like sugar, I'll make each little sugar molecule a little star. When we dissolve it, the individual molecules do separate from one another. We break those intermolecular forces. However, we don't form any charges. So each one of these stars represents a separate C6H12O6. So we call this a non-electrolyte. And there are no charges here. Not too important for our case, but as you move on to higher level chemistries, this will become a more important concept. In general, for solids and liquids, there's a temperature effect. So as we increase the temperature, we actually increase the solubility, generally. This isn't true for every single solid, but for most solids, as you increase the temperature, you're going to increase the solubility. So if you have hot water, it'll dissolve more sugar than cold water. And that's a fun activity that you can do on your own. This would paste in here. All right, there we go. You had to paste it in here. Right, you can grow your own rock candy. And basically what you do is you just make a super saturated solution of sugar by heating some water, and then you stick some in there, and then the sugar eventually crystallizes out. And you can see right there, saturation. Boiling water can hold more sugar than cold water, right? That's what we just talked about. And so you can use that to create some rock candy.